I had a little bit of a sit down with 9-time Grammy Award winner Cheryl Crow.
What was I like?
Huh?
How was it?
Oh, she was incredible. Really, really nice. In fact, it's so incredible. It's a good 9 minutes.
Oh.
Are you ready for this?
Hang on a second. Sure.
Enjoy. Take a look at this. And the lovely Cheryl Crow is here now. It's so good to see you.
It's nice to be here.
Oh, that's like a trip down memory lane for me.
It is kind of strange.
Does it do the same for you?
Yeah, well, I don't ever listen to my own music, so watching it, I'm like, wow.
Why don't you? It's so good.
I mean, I
just
don't know.
don't.
Yeah, you
'Cause
just
it's mine.
don't. Yeah, you're there in the moment, but then you don't go back and listen.
Do you never
to it.
catch yourself in the shower singing your own tunes?
Never.
All I wanna do
Is have some fun.
Never?
Yeah, no, never.
I can't believe that song, All I Wanna Do, is... You didn't want to do that song, did you?
I didn't want it to be on the record because I thought it was sort of like a throwaway, you know what I mean? Yes. And my brother, who's 5 years younger than me, was in college, and he was like, oh, my friends and I love that song. You have to put it on the record. And I was like, okay. And then...
Can you imagine if you hadn't done... What a big mistake that would have been.
Oh, my... That song has taken me to Russia, to Israel, all over Asia, all over South America. I mean, it's the gift that has kept on giving.
It's allowed you to travel the world.
It has.
How lovely. Well,
Yeah.
the new album is out. How excited, Evolutions. Tell us a little bit about it.
So, you know, I said I was not going to make any more albums.
Well, you did say that.
I know, I need to keep my mouth
What made you change your mind?
Well, I'll tell you how I look at this record. This is my selling routine.
Yeah.
I still think that people don't listen to albums as a full body of work. And that was the thing. I thought, well, you know, I'm just going to keep making music and putting it out. And then I wound up with like a handful of songs, and they were all very of the moment. And so I called my friend, who's a producer, and said, I don't want to produce myself. I don't want to hear what I do. If you like these, would you make movies out of them? And he hit it out of the park. So I call it like a playlist of new Cheryl Crow songs instead of an album, because it really is just a bunch of my trying to sort out what is going on in this world as I'm raising my kids and the big questions that I have.
It is a scary world, isn't it?
It's very interesting. I mean, my kids say I was born in the 1880s, but I do remember when people weren't, you know, so locked into getting their version of the truth on a gadget, you know? So, and then bring AI into it, which is what evolution is about.
Oh, wow.
Very interesting.
So exciting. Has your kids been an inspiration to some of the tracks on the album then?
Oh, my God. Alarm Clock, I walked into the studio. It was the one song I hadn't written already. And I just said, I hate my alarm clock. I'm going to write a song called Alarm Clock. And Mike was so into it, my producer. And literally, I played it for my kids, and they're like, oh, this is awesome. Some of the other stuff they didn't like, but they love that song.
The thing is, when my kids say that, that's awesome, that's kind of cool, right?
I really, literally was like, I have made it. My kids like one of my songs.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
Are they into music?
They're 17 and 14, so they're highly critical. And I think mostly it's like, they don't want to be embarrassed. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
are they on top of you? They're like, don't do this, don't do that.
Oh, my God. When I said I was going to get on TikTok, they were just like, no, you can't. That's so cringy. I learned words from them, like, oh, that's so try hard.
Begging it. So tell me something. I can't believe that going back in the day, you was actually a backing singer.
Yeah.
For some big stars.
Big stars.
Michael Jackson.
Yeah, that was really my first gig, was singing backup for Michael. Yeah, we played here at Wembley and went all over the world.
You were living the life before you was big.
I have had 9 lives, I swear. I was a school teacher. I was a waitress, like all great artists.
Yeah.
Tina went Turner. On the road. Yes. Wrote songs for Tina Turner, Celine Dion. Yeah, I've been very lucky.
Was it hard to break into the industry back in the day?
I mean, yes, yeah, definitely. I mean, you actually had to prove that you had talent. It's so different now. And
Yeah.
if I were coming out now, I wouldn't. There's no way.
What's so different nowadays, would you
Well,
say?
the self-promotion, the scrutiny, you know, and you're creating a brand that really is the vehicle for you to promote whatever it is you do, right? So it's less about your talent, less about not that there aren't amazingly talented people that are huge.
Yeah.
It's just part and parcel of what we do now. So it's very antithetical to me as a private, like overly emotional artist who feels like this need to express, you know. But then there's this other, like, you know, hi y'all, you know, it's just so,
it
feels
it's cringe, isn't it?
Yes.
I mean, I find myself doing it.
Yeah.
The selfie thing's weird, isn't it?
It is.
Like when you actually look at it, if you ever watch somebody take a selfie,
Oh, I see it all the time.
It's just so weird, isn't it?
Yeah, when you're walking around and you see somebody like, you know, it's just so weird. But, you know, it's what it is now, so.
Oh, unbelievable. Now, you are a member of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. You've arrived, right? You have arrived.
I have made it. Okay, drop mic. No, I mean, it is actually very cool. And at first, it felt like, I mean, I've not ever been good with the awards thing. It's like, oh, that's really nice. Let me get back into the work. But this was amazing. It was like throwing my own wedding, kind of.
Well, that's the thing.
Without getting married.
Does it feel worth it when things like that happen, or do you not want to be defined by things like that?
I'll tell you what made it feel worth it for me. I mean, first of all, to be included in the list of names of the Rolling Stones and Tina Turner and the Beatles and Jimi Hendrix and Aretha. And I mean, the people that, I mean, I can't even imagine having my name in that list, but also being on stage and playing with people that really brought me here, like Stevie Nicks. I mean, I would not be doing what I'm doing without Stevie Nicks. And Peter Frampton was my first concert, and Willie Nelson, who's like family to me. I mean, and to look out and see the people who've been in my career from the very beginning for 30 years, it's just, I mean, it was very special.
Oh, so special.
It is cool.
Something else that must have been really special is getting that call to say, hello, Cheryl, we just want you to do a Bond movie.
Oh,
what was that like, getting that call?
That is, I mean, if you can imagine being a new artist, like newly cemented artist, getting hits and then getting that call, it's like, I can retire now. You know, it's such an amazing legacy to be a part of.
It's unbelievable.
Yeah, and you get to just do something so dramatic and out of the box of what you do normally. It was joy.
And what about you mentoring new artists? Because I know Olivia Rodrigo, she is incredible.
Love her.
So
I mean,
did she just like phone you up? What happens? Tell me about this new situation.
I'm sort of cool. I mean, no, I'm kidding.
You are cool.
Oh, I mean, I feel like the sweet grandmother of rock and roll. Come here, I'll give you some advice. I mean, I really cannot lend much advice because the world is so different in music now. But I've met some unbelievably savvy and wildly talented young artists, and Olivia is at the top of that. I mean, she's a very sweet and normal person for somebody who's come up in it. You know, her parents are amazing. All of her friends
That's got to be the
are her
secret.
friends that have been there from, like, you know, they're not famous.
Yeah.
They're just people that she loves. And so I see, you know, I see a lot of hope in a lot of these young artists that they know what they're doing.
Yeah.
They're writing their truth, and they're galvanizing like a movement of young, not only young females, but just young people who see themselves being heard and seen in their music.
They're grounded.
Yeah.
Very grounded.
Yeah.
Now, Glastonbury is happening. Don't you just want to go?
I do.
Because you
I have to
performed
say,
was it 2019 you performed?
Yeah, and it was so, I mean, this sounds so stupid. It was so life-affirming for me.
Was it?
Yes, because we played there 30 years ago, and then we played again somewhere in the middle, and then to come back and to have people know your music after 30 years.
Oh, yeah, everyone's singing.
You know.
What's that like when everyone's singing your songs?
I mean, it's the biggest high ever. I mean, without the hangover. It's just, it's so amazing. I mean, really.
Well, I'm going to get my own private concert right here in the studio today. I'm very excited. So you're going to take a song off the album. What are you doing?
Yes. Doing this song called Love Life. And it really is. I mean, It's so funny. It tells the story of somebody who, I mean, when I was a kid, you know, you couldn't drink until you were 21, and we would sneak into the disco. And you have these moments in your life that you know someday you'll be looking back on.
Yeah.
And the trick is to be present when they're happening. And that's, you know, that's really what the song is about.
Well, I'm very present right now. I'm very excited. You go and get ready.
Okay.
I'm going to enjoy this. This
Thank
is going
you.
to be incredible.
Okay, I'm going to try and nail it.
All right, enjoy. She's going to get ready because we are in for a little bit of a treat now. Performing her track Love Life from the new album Evolution is the one and only Cheryl Crow. Take it away, Babs.
When we were young, we'd sip strawberry wine. Me and my friend crossed the Tennessee line. Thick ideas and some neon light get us out on the dance floor and dance all night. I remember thinking I don't want this to end. Living for the day when we do it again. Singing now, I love this life. Don't wanna let this moment slip away. I love this life. Baby, we'll be talking about right now someday, yeah. I went to school, then I moved away. My friend stayed home where she worked 2 jobs a day. To feed her kids, she got bills to pay. But the jobs move out and the troubles stay. Now when we get together, we still raise up a glass. Ask her how she does it and she starts to laugh. Tell me now, I love this life. I'm not gonna let a moment slip away. I love this life. Baby, we'll be talking about right now someday, yeah. All we have is where we are. Where we are is all we have. That's why we gotta make it last. Let me hear you singing, baby. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Na 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 na.